to another episode of Try This Thursday. I'm Miss Amy, and I work for the South St. Paul Public Library. Today we are going to be making fireworks in a jar. Ooh, ah! Did you know such a thing was possible? We're going to be using water and oil and a little bit of food coloring to make something that looks sort of like fireworks. Granted, it's not as exciting as the real thing, but we get to explore a cool science lesson while we do it. One reason that water and oil don't mix is because their molecules are packed differently. The molecules of water are packed very densely. That means there's a lot in a little space. If we take equal parts of water and oil, there will always be more molecules of water than oil. This means that water will always sink underneath the oil because it's more dense. Also, water is a polar molecule, meaning that it has a positive charge at one end and a negative charge at the other end. Oil is made up of non-polar molecules. The water molecules will stick to each other, and the oil molecules will stick to each other, which is why the food coloring, which is water-based, doesn't dissolve completely into the oil. You can only break it up a little bit by stirring. The more dense food coloring slowly makes its way through the oil, causing the fireworks as it dissolves into the water. So now that you know how it works, let's try it together. To do this experiment, you are going to need water, a jar or a glass, clear so you can see through it, 3 tablespoons of oil, I used vegetable oil, 1 to 2 drops of food coloring, I'm going to use 1 to 2 drops of red and 1 to 2 drops of blue. I would recommend starting out with 2 colors, but then as you do the experiment over and over again, you can play around with how many colors you include and what it looks like. We'll see what happens. So first you're going to fill a tall, clear drinking glass or jar with room temperature water, leaving about 1 inch of space at the top. So here's my jar. Then you're going to pour your vegetable oil into a smaller container and add the food coloring. So we need to add 1 to 2 drops of blue. Here we go. 1, 2. And then we need to add 1 or 2 drops of red. So here we go. 1, 2. Then you're going to take a fork and you're going to gently stir the mixture once or twice to barely break up the beads. The red ones broke up quickly. There go the blue ones. All right, now carefully pour the vegetable oil mixture into the water and watch what happens. So the oil is sitting on top, and as the food coloring makes its way through the oil, there it starts to go. It starts to make fireworks. Just a little bit of blue starting right there. So this is a super fun activity that you can do at home anytime with any colors you like. It will just keep going and going until all the drops of food coloring make their way down through the oil. And it looks a little bit like fireworks. You can use the same basic ingredients to explore liquid density through a DIY lava lamp experiment at the link below in the activity guide that's listed in the description about how to make your own lava lamp at home. But this is pretty cool. Ooh, that was a big one. I'm gonna set this jar down. Have a great weekend, and we'll be back again next Thursday with another Try This Thursday. Bye-bye.